It's about that time of day again. Welcome to your nightly newsletter, boys and girls. Joseph James here. Tuesday evening, April 7th, 2015, in tonight's nightly newsletter. Crude oil, how about that? Crude today. Yeah, crude rallied higher today on low volume. We pulled all the way back to the exact price, what was it, 51.29 from last night. Nailed it last night before, bam, takes off to the upside. We see a low volume rally this afternoon. And you know me and these low volume rallies. I hope you know what I'm talking about if you've watched our newsletter. How many times have we seen these low volume rallies on crude over the past 6 months? And it gives us plenty of reasons to look for these buyers to try and fail at some very critical support levels before a possible collapse all the way back down to where we started. It wouldn't be the first time in 2015 we saw this out of crude oil, and we're looking possibly for the same thing to happen again tomorrow. We got more to talk about that in just a moment. How about gold? Gold is bearish this evening as well. Shocker there, right? As if we didn't see this coming. Most gaps get filled, and this is not the time to think it's going to do anything different. Gold trying to complete the mission of filling the gap we spoke about last night. But wait. We have a new channel to work with on the yellow metal, so be ready for a few more swings to the sell side going into hump day here tomorrow in the financial market. So crude looking for some selling opportunities. Gold definitely looking for some selling opportunities here right now. As you can see, we have a great newsletter for you guys and gals in store for you tonight. But before we begin, please remember, I teach all of our students here at School of Trade how to create these charts as well as how to profit from these charts every day in our live trade rooms. So come out and join us anytime. I get a free trial on our website. And before we begin, I want to make sure you guys are watching this video right now over on our trading blog here at sidewaysmarkets.com. Why, you might ask? Well, I'm glad you asked. There are 3 reasons why you got to make sure you're watching this video on our trading blog. If you're watching it on our YouTube page, stick around the YouTube page. There's a lot of great stuff there, but follow the link below the video in the description and head on over here. First of all, you can download all the charts we have used tonight. That's right. All the charts you're going to see in the video, you can download those, have them ready for your trading session tomorrow. Hopefully you'll be with me in the trade room. If not, I understand. You guys can have those on your own computer for tomorrow. Second thing, upper left-hand corner, I have a free pass for you. I'd like to give you an invitation. Come out and join me tomorrow afternoon or any afternoon in my live trade room as a guest. I'll show you how we do things here at School of Trade. I guarantee you this will be a few hours of your time well invested in your trading career. I got a free pass for you if you're not a member of School of Trade and you'd like to get to attend our trade room tomorrow or anytime in the future. Grab your free pass in the upper left-hand corner. And of course, last but not least here, don't forget, right above my ugly mug, you'll see in the lower left-hand corner a spot for your name and your email address. You can register for our nightly newsletter mailing list. That way you never have to worry about missing another newsletter report. I'll send you an email when it's ready for you to watch and be ready for you tomorrow. All right, guys? 3 things here. Download those charts, follow that link below the video, grab your free pass, and register for our nightly newsletter mailing list. Boy, what an exciting day here. Had a great day with you guys today. Hope everyone out there had a great Tuesday as well. Let's jump right in. How about the gold? The yellow metal. Just a little bit of bullishness here. Sorry, a little bit of bearishness here on the yellow metal. You know, we really saw this coming, right? Big gap up over the holiday weekend. Throw on a really strong jobs report, right, or a JOLTS report, my gal Janet Yellen's favorite news report, right? Very strong news report out of the JOLTS this morning. That's definitely going to push the gold lower as the optimism starts to rise. And we shrug off that really disappointing jobs report last Friday, which none of us got a chance to trade because the markets were closed, crazy as that was. So we got this big gap up, and you can see, boy, I can't wait to look at the next chart because the next chart really shows the shenanigans that were going on in the market this morning. It was fun to watch on gold. Bottom line, though, we definitely got the bounce off the high, and then whoops-a-daisy. So here we go. We get a channel undershoot of the high. We marked up these two levels here yesterday, right? Remember this, 1208.5? That was our target yesterday. Got that filled. And then now we've got one more level here, the 1207.6. So this area right around 1207, really, in my opinion, is the only thing standing in these bears' way to getting that full gap fill tomorrow at 1202.6. Got a little bit of news on the schedule tomorrow. We'll have to wait and see how the day plays out here. But this is, I don't want to say a certainty, but it definitely is looking like we should be able to use this bear channel here, looking to sell, continuing down to that 1202.6. You may get another swing at a bull trap back at the highs to bring it back down, but I'm telling you right now, though, unless we see this thing rocket ship on high volume right now, as it goes higher, selling resistance. As it goes higher, selling resistance. It's very, very difficult for me to even give you any guidance on being a buyer right now. And you know where that target is, 1202.6. And then maybe we slip down to 1200. Wouldn't surprise me, big round number. But the gap fill does put us at 1202.6. And that's where I would expect us to kind of spend a lot of time tomorrow, if not right down to that 1200. Again, even if price goes higher tomorrow morning early, you're still going to be looking to the bear side here. This is not bullish here right now. And then if you want another, I'll tell you, if you want a really good little chuckle, right, you kind of think about if these candlesticks could talk. If these candles could talk, maybe I should develop a charting package that allows the candlesticks to go, ooh, you got me. But we saw this coming. You couldn't have scripted this any better in a Hollywood movie. It was too funny to watch. We saw the gap, of course. There's the gap. This is, and you're probably saying, is this the same chart? It looks pretty similar, right? It's pretty much the same exact chart from last night's newsletter. Last night we saw a bull channel undershoot, a little bit of undershoot of the highs, right? They couldn't hold the undershoot. They dropped back down. And if you remember last night, my exact words were, expect a bear trap. Oh, and then expect a bull. We're going, and then back down in. You can almost feel the pain just going, oh, he got me. Or, obviously, this is typical stuff, guys. I mean, this is very, very classic price action. Again, you knew they weren't going to make it that easy on us going right down into the range. Come on. These are the financial markets. The smartest minds in the world get humbled and brought to their knees every day by these darn candlesticks. They look so cute, but they really frustrate you, right? If you just remember, what comes easy to humans is usually the wrong thing to do as a trader, and we spend a lot of time every day talking about that in our trade room, keeping ourselves from making those classic rookie mistakes. And then this is the best one. This is the best one. Who in their right mind is buying right here? Are you crazy? Are you? Hey, as I always say in the trade room, whoever you are, keep it up, because you're making all the intelligent traders out there a lot of easy money by doing it. So I don't want to dissuade you guys from buying that. But what part of why would a poor soul try to buy? You're under the BMT. You're in a clear downtrend. I can't figure out why. And you can just definitely see the bulls take it. They try once and whoops, right? And then right on down to that target at 1208.3. We had this target waiting for us. And it's not a rocket science target, guys. There's no real fancy indicator needed for this one. It's just a prior swing. It's also about 50% of the gap fill. Again, I don't need to be Einstein to find that target. That's pretty darn easy. And then you'll notice, here's another really sneaky little clue here. Whenever you see some strong candles like that, right? Spike, channel, right? What happens when a spike in channel fails? It returns right back down again, and usually we're going to get a measured move here, right? So that measured move puts us right back at that 1208.3, and that's definitely our battle line right now. That is definitely our battle line. I don't think they're going to make it too easy on us going straight 1202.6, because look what here, look. This midline, right? This is a little tasty midline. I'll tell you, put some barbecue sauce in this one, man. You can eat that for dinner. Tasty midline right there. It's just being caressed. Oh, what kind of video is this, JJ? Get back on track here. We had a good day today. We had a really good day today. Having fun. You got to have some fun. Life's too short to be serious all the time. And of course, I would imagine, right, we slip and fall. Don't take the bait, though. Definitely expect to see a test of that midline. And then this is where, again, kind of, market's going to be a little crafty. They're not going to make it that easy on you. So they'll drop down, hit that midline, come back up, look to sell the high of the channel, look to sell possibly the high of the range again. If we do rally on the last chart, I gave you some of those red boxes up top there. That will be another spot, right, on the previous chart, right, to look for a short again. Again, there is absolutely no way I can call this bullish right now. In fact, it becomes an even better sell if we break around this area right here, right? Look, again, who is buying that? You know that somebody bought it, right? It went out, came back, green candle. Somebody bought this thing. Somebody thought we're going back up again. So then, of course, we go up, try again. I'll sell that all day long. So look for some more bull traps back at the highs here. And again, whoever's buying these right now, keep it up, please. Keep it up, please. You're making our job a lot easier. Again, think about it. What's easy to you as a human, do the exact opposite, and you're probably going to be on the right side of the market more often than not. So watch the midline. I would expect to bounce here before we go lower here, but we still have targets on the way down. And keep an eye on this channel here. It's difficult to see where we're going to get to, right? Difficult to see where we're going to be when we get to that channel, right? It might be a little bit lower, but, draw that channel out a little bit further. And 1200's right there, so I would say definitely looking at 02s, but 02 is only 60, 70 ticks down here from here, so 1200's definitely in the ballpark here. If we do happen to get to 1200, stop playing with this market tomorrow. Okay, get back 1200, party's over, at least until we know more information. All right, guys, so be careful there if it does collapse there. But definitely sell on the gold. And I'm glad that crude gave me a chance to get this video done. I was watching it bust below 53, and I'm going, come on, give me a chance to at least talk about this collapse. Now, we got exactly what we bargained for yesterday. I'm not sure if you remember last night's newsletter, right? We talked about this move in last night's newsletter, right? Remember we said last night this was the channel was a little bit different, right? The channel was like this yesterday, and we overshot the high. And, of course, last night's newsletter, I said, all right, we're definitely going to come back down to retest those lows, and then we're either going to go up from there or we're going to come tumbling back down here, some support levels back down. I was eyeing 50, but this is a good example, though. You got to trade the chart. You can't really trade what you're thinking. We definitely got that move back lower. In fact, we sold a good portion of it, between 7 to 8:30, now it was about 9 o'clock. It was 10 o'clock when the thing broke higher significantly, but it was right around 9:30 when it stopped going lower. And then what really made it difficult was this was all low volume. It was all nothing but low volume. You're watching it live in the trade room going, okay, we'll buy this thing, but it's low volume, so you're gambling. And we've seen this before. We've seen a lot of these low volume rallies here. And what was really funny is at the end of the day today, OPEC comes out. Well, at the end of the day today, we got the API report, right? API report had another year high of its build, right? So another big amount of inventory is coming out of the API. In the meantime, the Saudi oil minister comes to the microphone and says, we are going to be producing shale oil in 2016. Okay, so follow the bouncing ball, right? Saudi's producing more oil. Inventory report says more oil. And then just like I would expect, OPEC. I mean, these guys, they must be going to the U.S. to get their education, right? Because they're geniuses, right? They come out literally a half an hour later and they say, we expect prices to firm this year in the short term. And I'm going, did you happen to read the API report? Did you happen to see your buddy down there inside? Do any of you communicate with each other? The math doesn't add up right now. Okay, low volume rally. Yeah. I know the price went higher here, but it went all on low volume. Nobody can possibly take that rally seriously today. Then you see the API number. Then you hear from the Saudis. By the way, the Saudis said we're producing more oil. More, okay? That's not usually good for the price, okay, when there's more coming in the market. And then OPEC, right, comes in, and just when I think they can't get any They totally redeem themselves and say, we're going to go. It just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. None of this stuff that we see in the newspapers right now make any sense. All that I trust right now is a chart, and I see here a low volume rally today. I mean, it was just like, whoops-a-daisy, and it went $3, right? I mean, it was pretty quick. And then, of course, we dig a little bit into this, right? And we see, okay, well, trading range expansion 1, range expansion 2, okay, really no surprise there. Back to the high of the channel. Okay, so what should happen is this. Price should come back to the low of that channel, right? If history repeats itself, low to the high to the low, low to the high to the low, low to the high to the low, we should be going back up to the high. We see a small undershoot of the high. We see a quick little stumble right here, and doesn't this just scream collapse, right? Right? They can't quite get it. I'll tell you right now, as this price goes higher here, sellers are going to be jumping all over this thing here because, again, if you watch this move in real time today, you saw exactly what I was seeing. Unless, of course, you don't know what I'm talking about when I say volume profiling. Literally, it was light volume the whole time up. And the real volume came in right when this thing started coming off the highs here. We watched it a couple times today. So this is the battle line right here, that 53 area. Like I said in this text here, okay, we have that low volume. We managed to go all the way to the range expansion. No questions about that, right? There's no doubt about that. But now we have to see these buyers hold 53, or it's almost a given we go back to 52 and possibly all the way back to where we started this whole rally, right, which was, of course, right around just above that 51. If I had to guess, I would say tomorrow morning we find ourselves right back inside this range here, right, and we're going sideways. Difficult to tell right now. The sign will be from this area right here at 53. Okay, if we go higher, I'm still not bullish until I see a retest that high. I'm still not bullish until I see a retest that high. I'm still second guessing this rally right now. Maybe I'm wrong. Hey, maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? I'm sure many of you guys watching the video right now are hoping I'll be wrong. But I know right now, though, that low volume tells me to be very, very suspicious of this rally. I have a very hard time being a bull right now on crude. The data says so. It's just... You know, it's almost at this point, it's almost just take whatever the news media says and do the exact opposite, right? And that's what is the better strategy right now. Smart traders right now are going to be very, very suspicious. They're going to look for buyers to come in and then, buyers to come in and then, right on the way down. Look for the buyers to try to buy these support levels and then sell it right when they fail. And hey, if the buyers grab hold, think of it this way. What if I'm wrong? Well, if the buyers grab hold and you see volume start to confirm this move higher, just jump in and buy a pullback. You ain't missing much, okay? If this is correct, if it really is a bull market, then we should have no problem going back to 54. So if I happen to miss the first bounce, who cares? There's still a couple $1,000s in profit ready to make back to 54. What's the big deal? So I'm going to be patient for those buyers to fail here tomorrow on crude, just because there's really not a lot of evidence that these buyers really had control today. I understand the price went higher, but when I see this chart, now I know. There's my line in the sand right there. Here we have a very, very significant chart here. This is a really important chart. Big long-term bull channel. Okay, this is easy stuff. Okay, but then we see an undershoot. Okay, the undershoot. And again, some poor sucker bought that high right there. I bet he needs a new pair of underpants right about now, right? Some poor sucker bought 54. Clearly don't listen to this newsletter. Anyways, so we got the undershoot of the highs. That tells me to expect an undershoot of the lows. That, and again, it's always kind of an estimate, but 52.67 would definitely be, again, low of the channel, you're going to see a bounce here. But when it fails back below 52.67, check it out. Here's where we think we're going to go here. There's my trading range, right? Double bottoms, double top. There's my range. Take that range, copy it, paste it, copy it, paste it. There's your targets for tomorrow, guys. But again, it's not going to be that easy. You're not just going to sell short. Well, you can if you want, right? But what I would expect is, I would expect this to hold, and then once it fails, like I said, stay patient to the buy side. If they run it back up, you got plenty of time to hop back in to retest those highs. And if they run it back up, guys, we should be seeing 55s if these bulls are really serious about this, right? Remember, ebb and flow of the market. High back to the low, back to the high. If the bulls are really here, you got plenty of profit waiting for you back to the upside. But I'm saying right now, I don't trust it. I don't trust it at all. And I'm looking for that undershoot level to fail. And then again, I'll take the range I see here. I'll project it down. That puts me right at 52. This all confirms what I saw on the last chart. And then another leg down, right, to another range expansion. I would say, if I had to guess here right now, this is where I'd say we end up tomorrow if these bulls completely fall apart. Pretty much right where we left off. If you had one of those little delta charts, right, where all the fancy stuff on the right-hand side, you would see the majority of the volume piled up right there. I don't need volume on this chart to know that. I can already see there's a lot of interest right here just because of that flattening of the moving average. Okay, guys? So again, you know my line in the sand here right now. I am not saying that it can't go higher. I'm just saying I am very suspicious. And if it proves me wrong here, then fine. I'll gladly follow that trend higher. But again, today's low volume environment on the way up, we've seen this a few too many times before. And I'm sorry, but those 190 IQs over there at OPEC, boy, when they come in and just follow it up with "we're going firmer," it's just a little bit too difficult to swallow that pill. Right after the Saudi oil minister says we're producing more oil next year. Okay. I'm no economist, right? But the last time I checked, the more supply we have and the less demand we have, right? Yeah, right. So you know where I'm going with this. What do you think? Give me your feedback. Right? Don't just thumbs down my video, right? I know you bulls are thumbs down in my video right now. Don't just give me a thumbs down. Tell me what you think, right? Do you have an opinion as well? I'd love to hear it. I'd love to know what you think about our videos as well. Anyways, trying to have some fun with you guys tonight. In all seriousness, though, make sure you got a plan for tomorrow. Protect your capital tomorrow. Be a little bit suspicious of those bulls and be ready to sell that gold tomorrow. Don't forget, guys, we got one of the best free trials in the business here at SchoolOfTrade.com. Head over to SchoolOfTrade.com. Join the free trial. You're going to learn more with me in a week than anywhere else on the webs. I'll tell you that much right now. We got 3 levels of membership. We got everybody covered, whether you're a brand new trader or you're an experienced trader. And we got someone standing by here to help you guys out 24/7, 365. That's really her, by the way. That's really her. Yeah, absolutely. Guys and gals, my name is Joseph, broadcasting live from a really cold and windy Los Angeles, California. Hope you guys are back in the swing of things after the holiday weekend. Be well, be nice to each other, and be here to see me tomorrow. Same time, same place. You got it. I'll be there. Adios, amigos. Bye for now.